There we go. Hey, how y'all doing? Hopefully good. All right, fix that. Well, I'm doing good, man. Just got back from a 4-day visit at my mom's. So, literally just got back probably about 45 minutes ago. It's a pretty long drive, almost 5-hour drive, but it went pretty well, pretty smooth. And so here I am back in Orange County, like that, it seems like. It seems like I just barely got to mom's and I'm back here. I mean, that was literally, I would say that was probably the fastest 4 days of my life, it seems like. I swear. It almost seems like I never left. But I did, and I was there for 4 days. It was really good. It's really good to see mom, be in her presence, because it's not often I get to be around mom lately, it seems like. I told her I would, I'll be trying to go see her more often. Not this, once a year, once every other year business, for a little bit. That's just not enough, man. Mom deserves, and I want to see my mom more than that because she just turned 72. She's getting up there, and I wanted to go see her for her birthday this year, and I did. I made it. I went and saw mom for her birthday. I wish it could have seemed like I was there longer, but it was only 4 days, but it didn't it only seemed like a day or two. It went by like this, boom, super quick. Um, so I'm happy. I got to see mom. I got to meet the puppy, Gretchen, the little wiener dog, their new wiener dog. It was cool, and I got to see my stepdad. And seems like they're doing pretty good, so that made me feel better. Of course, it's hard to come back, almost 5 hours away from my mom. It's not like you could just jump in your car and just go see someone that lives, go see your loved one. It's not like they live just, you can just jump in your car and just go see them real quick. It's a long drive, okay? I mean, it's a serious drive. And, you can feel it. You can feel it when you're done with the drive, okay? But it's worth it. I just, have to make sure my vehicles are up to the task. So I told her I'd like to go see her um, at least quarterly, like every 3 or 4 months. And that only comes to like 4 times a year, which is fair. That's fair. Um, I don't want to impede either on their living. I'm sure they don't mind having me there, but I'm still have to still I want to respect their space. You know, and I am glad to be back in Orange County because the weather here is tolerable. Where she lives in the summertime, it's unbearable. I mean, you ain't gonna be doing nothing outside in the summertime where they're at unless you're in the water. Okay, other than that, it's unbearable. It's too hot, dangerously hot. You can get into trouble real quick in 110, 115-degree heat. You can get into trouble real quick, especially being a white boy. Homie can't hang. They say white boy can't jump. Shit, white boy can't hang in the heat. I'm telling you. But that's where they chose to be. That's where they chose to settle down, and that's where I have to go see them. I'm trying to get my pad now to where, they can come see me, and it'll be acceptable for them. Their standards are pretty high when it comes to, you know, in their environment. So I mean, their place is pretty much immaculate and organized and clean. And I'm still trying to work on my situation to get it up to where they can come see me and feel good about it. But my doors are always open for them too. They can come see me anytime. I got spare key for them. They know the deal. So but I wouldn't want them to have to come see me and do that drive, because I would feel guilty, having them drive that. It's not like they can't, but still, it's like I would feel really bad if anything would happen to them coming down here to see me. I'm sure vice versa, but I'm a they're a little bit older. They're not a lot older than me, really, but you know, I would rather go see them, because plus it's nicer where they're at as far as their homestead. Um, and then the environment's nicer out there. It's just so freaking hot, man. But besides that, it was a very nice trip. It's weird. I didn't have any energy when I was there, man. I got there and I'm like, I'm sorry, mom. I feel so tired, man. Like, because I'm not used to that kind of heat, right? And the just the whole driving thing, it kind of zapped me. So between the heat and the driving and the just being out of my element, man, it took me a half 2 to 4 days just to start to get adjusted, right, to where they're at. And by the time I got adjusted, I only had 2 days left. If even that, like, it almost took 3 days for me to get adjusted out there. I was pretty much wiped out. I felt kind of bad, but I didn't want to like overstay either. So I kept it to 4 days, which is fair. But if you really want to if I really wanted to like have a good visit, I'd have to stay a whole week. What's going on out there? Crows are fighting. But uh, it was a good visit. It's good to see Ma. We This is the first time I saw my mom in a while where I wasn't either drinking alcohol or like secretly on some kind of drug. So this I was sober this time to see my mom, and it was kind of cool because there's nothing to cloud my visit. I got to see my mom completely present, which is cool because that's the way you get better memories. I'll remember more of it. Air conditioner kicking on. It's pretty warm here in Orange County, but nothing like where they're at. I mean, it's not even close. So with that kind of heat out there, and there's where they live, there's not a whole lot of things to do really, but where they're at, if you're going to do something, it's kind of in the nature. Right? It's in nature because they live out there. It's definitely not like a big city. Okay, I'm not going to say where it is because out of respect for them, I'm not going to say where you know my mom and her husband lives. Just say Arizona. That's all I need to say. So I'm back. Uh, I do. They gave me a cool thing that I'm gonna do on some lives. I'm not gonna say what it is. It'll be a surprise. Shit, it was like my birthday going out there. Shit, man, I come back with all kinds of goodies. They sent me back with all kinds of cool stuff. So that's you'll see how that goes in the future. Um, I just wanted to do a quick update. Then I'm back in town, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of grocery shopping. Take everything on my truck, do some grocery shopping, um, kind of relax, get my bearings back, and I'm gonna be off for let's let's see what it's today. Sorry. Let's see. I stopped by the Del Taco in Barstow, and it's the original Del Taco, and it was weird because all the servings are like twice as big, so I kind of munched out. All right, so let's see here. I'm off one, two, three, four, five, including today. So four more whole days off. Okay, to try to get some things done around here. Of course, I want to spend a day or two today and maybe tomorrow just relaxing, getting my bearings back, and then like maybe the last 2 days I'll spend trying to get some things done, man. I mean, I wish I could get some help, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So it's going to be all me, and hopefully it doesn't get too hot, but we'll see. But I'm just not going to complain about that yet. I'll wait until the time comes, and let's see if I can get you know, the drive, to do something around here. The motivation, that's the word I'm looking for. See if I can get motivated. I'm just not 9 days total is just not a lot of time off, really. That's including my 2 weekends. So I took 5 work days off, and then I put my 2 weekends on each end, so it came to like 9 days total. So I spent pretty much almost half of that visiting my mom. Now the other half, I really like to. I'm either going to get something done around here I want to do, or I'm going to do something on my time off. Okay, I just don't want to waste it. Just laying around here doing nothing. I don't want to do that. Okay, I'll feel, uh, I feel bad because it's not a paid vacation, so I need to really utilize this time off, or I'll just get my ass back to work and forget the rest of the time off. But I don't want to do that. I need the time off because it's going to be a long time before I can take any amount of time off in the future. So I need to. This is like important that I do this right, you know. But of course, I went out there and I scoped it out. They of course they want me out there. I'm not gonna lie. They want me to relocate because my mom admitted she worries about me down here, which I understand that. She knows there's a bunch of idiots that live in this Southern California. There's a bunch of nice people, but there's a lot of idiots too. But she worries about me living down here. She knows I'm surrounded by idiots, but I kind of scoped it out a little bit out there. There is work out there. There is places to live that are really good price. It's definitely doable. I mean, I could sell this place and relocate and have a bigger place and probably like make more money. But the weather is the environment is extreme. Okay, it's rugged where they live. It's a rugged area. Okay, and it's kind of harder to live there because in the wintertime it gets really cold. In the summertime it gets really hot, and it's extreme on both ends. And I'm not sure if I could handle that, man. And I mean, it makes a big difference when either whether you can go outside and be comfortable or not. And out there, half the year it's not that comfortable because it's hotter than shit. I'm talking over 100 degrees, man. It's hot. When you walk outside where they're at, you feel like you walked into a damn oven, literally, and like it feels like a giant hair dryer is blowing on you, and it zaps your energy like no other, man. Really. And it's just everything's really slow paced. Everything's slowed down, quiet, so quiet, man. Like it was so quiet, you can hear your heart beating, man. Literally, you can hear your heart beating. I mean, you sleep so good though. I mean, nothing woke me up. No distractions while you're sleeping. It's very peaceful. It's just hot and cold in the winter. But I told him I'd look at it. I'd look. I mean, my dad the same way. When he lived where he lived, he was always trying to convince me to come out where he was at and stay out there. I know they want to see me. They want me around, and I do want to be around. But at the same time, am I going to be happy if I do that? If I relocate, am I going to be happy? Yeah, I'll be happy to be there by my mom and by my loved ones and her husband. But am I going to be happy other than that? That's the thing I need to think about because I mean, just being around my mom is not going to make me, you know, might not make me feel happy when I'm not there, right there with her, right? Like then I visit mom, then I go back to my place wherever it is out there by them, and then I have to work all week and blah blah blah. Am I going to be happy when living my life outside of mom's house? I need to look at that and think about that before I make any haste decisions. But I am thinking about it, and like I really would, if I was to make a move and leave Southern California where I was born and raised, I would really have to think about that hard because this is my home. This is my home. This is where my roots are. This is where I was born. This is where I was raised. This is where I feel like I'm home. And, you know, that's my whole family's life story, man. They're all from here and they all left. And the only ones that are still here are me and my brother. Other than that, everybody left us, right? They all went out into the desert, except for me and my brother. We're still here. And I mean, like, honestly, I never ever desired to move outside of Orange. I've never desired to live anywhere else but here. I've never really wanted to. I like it here, minus the idiots around here. But you know, besides that, this is where I like it. This is my home. This is where I like to be. There's so much to do. The weather is amazing here. It's good all year round. There's beautiful women everywhere here, and there's a lot to be loved here where I'm at. Minus the idiots, of course, but I guess there's idiots everywhere. But the weather here is just unbeatable. It's hard to break away from that. It really is. I mean, it's 80 degrees here, right? 75, 80 degrees. And I just came from 115 degrees. So it feels nice to be here. But I'm kind of ranting a little here. Uh, but I'm just I was thinking about all this stuff when I was up there, and I'm just laying there. I'm just thinking, cool, this is awesome. I'm here with my mom. But damn, I'm way the hell out here. I'm way the hell out here, man. So I got a lot of work to do. It never ends. Life is hard. Any way you dice it up, doesn't matter how well you're doing. It's a constant, nonstop work. You always have to be working on it, on life. Always working on it to try to maintain it and maybe even try to improve it. And that's just par for the course, man. If you want to have anything at all, you know, if you don't want to have any responsibilities, you don't have anything. Okay. If you want to have responsibilities and have things and have a normal life, you have to work on it, man. And that's, goes for wherever you're at. Um, but it's, I'm at the point like where, you know, what do I do? What the hell what do I want to do? I mean, I want to be here. I want to be there. I want to be happy. I want to be happy there, happy here, happy there. I mean, like, and when I was there, Mom was showing me pictures of, my her side of the family, right? Like my grandma, my grandpa, and my aunts from my mom's side of the family, and it was really cool to see those. She gave me an extra one right here. This is a picture of my grandparents, my mom's side. Okay, so it's kind of cool to see that and just get a little bit more history of where I came from. And I was looking at Mom, and I could see she's getting older. I can see she's getting older, and I want to be there. I'm trying to think how she feels too, and I want her to know that I'm there. I'm here for her, but I just don't know if I want to live out there. It's a tough decision, man. It's a tough choice. At least I have a choice. I have an option to stay here or go there, or they'll always be there, and it's just work to go see them. It's a risk and it's work, but I'm just gonna have to sit on it and stir it around and see what my gut tells me and what my heart's telling me. But it really kind of made me see more of the finish line at my age that I'm at. Okay, the finish line is there, but there's a couple forks in the road still, and you know, life is short, man. I'm telling you, life is so damn short. Before you know it, there's the finish line, man, and you can see it. And some people like me, there's decision you could be making which way you want to go. And man, like every time that fork comes up in the road, you're hoping you're making the right choice, because that's all life is really. It's just choices. You got to make the right, best choices for your life, your future. That's kind of where I'm at again, you know. But don't want to get too hasty and eager or not eager enough. Or, I just got to stir it around and see what my gut tells me. Stay in touch with Mom more often, also. But I just wanted to kind of do an update here, kind of express what I've been feeling over my visit with Mom, and kind of where I'm at, how I'm feeling now. But regardless of all that, the show must go on. I have to get back to work, back to the grind, back to the daily routine of life, and see how I'm feeling as a little bit of time goes on, and how I'm feeling about it. So that's pretty much what I got on this rant, and I'm back. I got a lot of work to do, and I do appreciate everybody's support. Got over 10 weeks no alcohol, a year and 10 weeks no drugs. So I appreciate it. My mom was happy for me, like I said in my other video. So y'all have an awesome day, and we'll catch you later.